Hey, it's Allie Edwards, and I'm here today to introduce you to the newest story theme, which is lens. This month we're talking about the ways that we see things. A little bit different than photography necessarily, but you can also take this theme and prompt and really go in the direction of documenting stories about photography. But it's also really about just the way that we use our eyes as well as our cameras as a lens to see our life. What are the different kinds of lenses that we look through? Also thinking about things like point of view and what view are we coming from in our lives right now? So lots of different opportunities and options for telling different stories that relate to the lenses of our lives. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at the stamp set first. All right, the stamp set this month includes a variety of different handwritten and type-based shapes and phrases. Starting at the top here, we've got the heart and mind are the true lens of the camera. Great for obviously telling stories about taking pictures. Photo story, see the good, the word lens, the lens of joy. These are two different stamps here. Currently viewing, which is cool for lots of different things, like what are you just even seeing in your yard, but also what are you watching on TV, if you watch TV. Then the circle with this, through the lens I see, which is a great way to focus on different kinds of stories that you may see in your life right now and what are you photographing. Current life lens, is it positive, neutral, or negative, where you could circle one of those. I think that's great for Project Life cards. Focus on what's most important. So part of lens also is being able to talk about what you are focusing on in your life. We've got a little square down here with a camera icon. Love this view. Camera icon without the black background. Today's view, seeing is believing, which is also a cool way to think about lens. Photo by that can be added on top of your photo. Also the lens of love. So we have the lens of joy and the lens of love. And you can also think of lots of different other words that could go along. Maybe it's the lens of grief or the lens of yesterday or something like that. Also a big the way I see it, which is another prompt that we will be talking about this month. So that is a look at the stamp set, and we'll move on to the kit itself. Okay, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit this month and talk about the cards first. So we always have 3x4 and 4x6 cards, so let's jump in to those. We'll do the 4x6 first. Probably maybe a little bit hard to see. We've got some white. This photo with space for journaling and space to add your photo on the top. This story matters. Most important things right now, talking about lens, the lens of, what is the most important things in your life. Nice big through the lens. See the good, which I just love as a sentiment. And then we've got through the lens, I see life. Through the lens, I see what? Blank, so you can fill in the blank there. And then a little repeated camera pattern on a peach colored background. For the 3x4 cards, we've got love this view. And right now, the way I see it goes a little like this. Half full or half empty. That's another one, a story about right now that you could fit in there. I love this one that's a we see. So it's a combination of what do I see and what do you see, to be able to do some storytelling that includes someone else's voice on there. Embracing what is and through the lens of this one life. Another one, here's the phrase that's also on the stamp set, the heart and mind are the true lens of the camera, which is just one of my favorite quotes there. Focusing on this, for better or worse, so you get a place where you can add something in. Just a simple diagonal pattern with today's story on the back, and a quote phrase here, if you choose to look at life through a magical lens, life becomes a joyful, interesting, and pleasure-filled adventure of epic proportions. What a great quote there. And then currently viewing with some eyeglasses. So that's a look at the cards this month. Let's make some space for these other fun things. The customization item this month, you choose, or we choose, depending on how you are set up as a card, and it either says the way I see it or love this view. Both ways can be told from a variety of different stories. And just a note on the customization item, we will be changing things up for next month, so we'll be sending you some information about what's going to happen with that later on. So look for some kind of new and exciting things to be happening next month with the kits and some of the options that we have. Next up, we have a set of puffy stickers. These are word phrase puffy stickers in long rectangles and then in some squares down here. Again, focusing on a variety of different things. The story behind this photo, my view, focus, rose-colored glasses, this is real life, snapshot, important to me, living my best life, all again things that can be used in a variety of different stories. Then as always we have the acrylic word here, lens, and the chipboard, which is one of our dies that we've used before. So again, my view, ICUC, being able to pull that out for the stories, camera, circle, love this story. Through the lens, our stories become visible. So lots of things, again, that are just focusing on the basic ideas of the kind of storytelling that we do in this subscription. And now I have the two other embellishments that we have this month are super cool, and I'm excited to introduce you to them because they're a little bit different than what we have done before. The first is a set of transparent designs, transparent circle designs, focusing on cameras. And so this one's like, so completely love this view. This has my heart. This one says, the story of today, my current view, how I see life right now. This one right here says, from where I stand with the heart camera on the inside, and then through the lens, love this story, this is real life, one day at a time. Really fun graphic designs, transparent. I'm looking forward to incorporating those into a layout. And then the other thing that we have this month are these set of really large circles, and there's 4 of them, and these are concentric circles, so you can punch them apart. And in the center, you know, the outside has the kind of the look of a lens on there, right? And then there's a third circle, and then the inside has a circle with gold foil on it. There's my view, and then there is the dark blue IC. Again, this is just, I've already punched that one out. Then we have the UC, so we have the IC and the UC. Again, just encouraging, you know, to add in some other voices in your storytelling. IC, UC, and so you can see how those got pulled apart there. Just really fun. Those will be great on a traditional layout for sure. ICUC, and then we had my view, so we have your view also in a light gray color with all of those circles. So I can't wait to play around with these and to make a layout or a couple layouts that use these circles probably spread out through there. So like I said, a fun twist on some new embellishments added into this kit, and as always, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of stories you guys choose to tell this month.